Slimy, yet satisfying.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another live reaction, this time to the State of Play for February 23rd, my birthday, 2023. As always, I am Viral Vinnie, Vincent and Kenny, for your hosting pleasure. Yeah, so I don't know if this has become a trend, but your boys got dirty fucking drunk. Yeah, back in the day, it used to be Starbucks, it used to be sugary drinks. Now I've just become an alcoholic, and I don't know which one is necessarily better for my health, because they're both pretty bad. But yeah, anyway, there's a new State of Play. It's been a while. Fun fact, I keep saying that's Michael McDonald, and it's not. I forget who it is right now, because I've already had, like, 2.5 cans of these. But yeah, the point is, there's a State of Play. They said it's going to be about third-party stuff. It's going to be about VR stuff. It's going to be about and a deep dive into Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. And honestly, like, for me, like, State of Plays have always been kind of mid. They're just like, okay, just like, oh, okay, that's neat, that's cool. Like, they've never blown my mind in the way that a PlayStation Showcase has or whatever. So in that regard, I'm pretty excited because, you know, Suicide Squad looks excited. I want to see what the future of VR is. And I'm sure, you know, there's going to be a heaping helping of other smaller third-party titles. So, for me, like, I'm totally fine. Whoop. Yeah, so, I really, you know, I feel like State of Plays have never hit the heights of a Nintendo Directs. They've always been just okay or fine, or, you know, they've been okay. Like, they've never been anything mind-blowing. So going in with that mindset, I'm just expecting to see cool stuff. That's all I really want to see at the end of the day. And I'm generally excited to see how Suicide Squad plays, you know, as a team, as a games as a service, whatever it is, like, you know, however the game is going to shape up and play. No Man's Sky. Neminsky. Hello, neighbor. Okay, cool.
Welcome to our first State of Play of 2023. We've got a lot to show.
Hi, robotic robot lady. We don't know whose name you are. Just say this is Linda from PlayStation or something.
Let's dive right in with a look at 5 games arriving
The
on PlayStation
Foglands.
VR2 this year.
VR. Okay. Oh, right to it. There was some discussion or arguments about if whatever. The point is, I feel like there's gonna be 5 VR games and then 5 third-party ones. Not all of them gonna be first-party, but
kid, we gotta work on your focus. Distractions.
Jam.
They'll get you killed out there. Remember what we shook on. Or, I guess we'll just have to keep this up.
so I'm very drunk, as I've established. I did a bunch of shots before this. Like the responsible adult. I don't know why. The first thing my mind goes to is not the Puppeteer, because the Puppeteer is a different game. Oh god, the Marionette one for Xbox. I have the idea in my head, like the cowboy one. It's nothing like that either, but I don't know why. It just reminds me of that. The Gunslinger, that's what it is. The Gunslinger. This is like the Gunslinger in VR. The Foglands coming 2023. Well Told Studios. Ah, and it's a well. Get it? Because it's a well. Horizon, I assume. Or is this Rust? if it's actually been confirmed. Is Minecraft on PSVR 2? I believe it's on the first one. I just feel like that would be an easy layup. Like, okay, cool, here's Minecraft, or an easy win. Green Hell VR. Okay, it's not even Rust. Oh god. It's Farscape. Fracked. Far Cry VR. They're just really getting right into it. Look, from a content perspective, you're getting loosey-goosey Vinnie. Yo, it's gonna be all easy breezy, calaprese, but like, God, I cannot remember game titles to save the life of me. Not Fractured, what's the one with the female astronaut? Returnal. I was like, is this Returnal VR? But it does not look like it, so. This looks like Super Hot mixed with, Death Stranding. Synapse. I'm sure that makes more sense when I'm sober. To succeed, planning alone is insufficient. One must improvise as well.
This may be hard to hear. The Empire will fall. Our galaxy will be plunged into 30,000 years of chaos and war.
That's a lot of years of chaos and war. Like, we could settle for 29,000, but 30,000, that's where we draw the line.
To save humanity. So, will you fight for a dying empire?
See, like, the best and the worst thing about PSVR 2, to me personally, is just the fact that, like, it's more PSVR.
You see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper. To be judged.
Goodbye, World Games.
Your life. You're gonna show it to me.
Interact the afterlife played with your eyes.
First
Sorry, but yeah. No, that's the issue with PSVR 2, is just the fact, like, it's more PSVR. And I think as someone who has played VR and who enjoys it VR, it's like, okay, that's cool. I definitely, you know, when I can save the funds and when I get the money to buy one, I would like to check it out. But it's just more VR. And, like, if you haven't experienced VR, it's hard to really appreciate, you know, more. Like, and that's why I don't envy Sony, because, like, it's one of those things. VR is one of those mediums where you have to experience it. You have to play a few games. You have to understand how they work and do all that other stuff before you can really understand what the medium can do and, like, what, you know, all the different gaming possibilities that happen. But it's one of those things, like, unless you've played it in depth for a while, you don't have that understanding or that perspective. And so, like, it's one of those things, like, you know, I'm not happy about the price. I do think it's a little bit overpriced. I do think it's a little bit much. But, again, perspective, you're viewing this in terms of, like, oh, this is going to be the next, hopefully, 3 to 4 years of VR. Sorry. I was like, wait, Destiny's in VR? No. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, no. So as for VR, like, it's cool. It's just more of the same. It's one of those things, like, if you didn't love VR before, I don't think PSVR 2 is going to do much to change your mind. And that's all that it is.
The witness.
I've always wanted to get into Destiny, and the biggest hang up for me is the fact that, especially because apparently they vault some of it. Each of the seasons, like each of these stories, are vaulted, so there's no way for you to go from like Destiny 2 beginning to all the different chapters or updates or other stuff. Like, it just, you constantly have to be playing Destiny. Yeah, it has to be something in your regular cycle, and I just don't have the bandwidth for that, like right now. Like, let alone getting a team, getting a squad, all that other stuff. I wish it was more beginner friendly. But again, I still respect it. I still appreciate it. Like, I'm that weird outsider where I'm like, when are we gonna get Destiny 3? Just because it's weird that you're updating Destiny 2 and building off that engine. But you also have Grand Theft Auto like popping in the monthly like sales chart, so clearly it's not affecting people too much. Stealing the fight of the font of Buzz Lightyear. I see how it is. 28. That's next week. Ah, and this one too. Yeah, next Tuesday. This is the game where you can turn into a coconut, I believe. But yeah, just it's a Breath of the Wild inspired game, and it's beautiful, but it's just like, all right, we need a release date. What if Moana was Breath of the Wild? Actually, I said that as a joke, but I would play the hell out of like a Moana Breath of the Wild right now. Like Moana going to different islands, you have Maui and all this other stuff. I would play the hell out of that game. Disney, make that game right now. Oh yes, and you can transform into animals, not just coconuts. Chaya. March 21st. Hey, there you go. Okay, PS4, PS5. Cool. Before Breath of the Wild, do it on PS Plus. Yeah, I fucking called it. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I think that's a fantastic Plus game. That is the type of game where, like, okay, get into people's hands. Minecraft Dungeon, Covain. Battlefield. Again, I ran a PlayStation Plus podcast. I don't care about any of these games, but Code Vein is good games. Legacy of Thieves, Ghostwire Tokyo. These are all fantastic games. Like, PlayStation Plus is a fantastic deal as a PlayStation gamer, and I cannot... Like, if you are on PlayStation, it's a simple... Rainbow Six Extraction, that was also on Game Pass, it's on PlayStation Plus. Like, the new PlayStation Plus is the same as Game Pass. Avengers is on there. A bunch of other games are on there. Like, it's just a simple fact of if you have PlayStation, get PlayStation Plus. At least the extra tier. Humanity. Does not look like it's about a game about a manatee named Hugh. But we're still going to appreciate it. We're still going to love it. This reminds me of Echochrome or Allochrome, the PSP game. See, I love these. I don't know what it is. I just love these weird, unique... These are the others. It kind of does remind me of those mobile games where, you know, like the people are like, you have to do the math, but this is so weird. Like, what is going on? Okay, the armies are fighting. Okay, now it's battle simulator. share your puzzles, your... Gotta love a character creator, or a level creator. PSVR 2. Okay, that's nice. What the fuck? I'm too drunk for this. May. Okay, there you go. Play the limited time demo today. PSVR, PSVR 1. Great, cool, cool, cool. That is my roommate vacuuming, I think. Is this Dino High? Please fucking be Dino High. Yeah! Remember when this game was at the PS launch fucking thing?
So, big day. Class president's speech at the assembly. Invited the whole
I understand this is a
rise of civilization thing.
this is a
Something feels off.
an indie game team and whatever, and you know you have to adjust your expectations. But at the same token, like this needs to be
You okay?
this needs a launch date.
Intense with the band stuff.
Is that a marijuana?
Why did she have to just leave? They said it was an emergency.
We did, and it is. To you.
I don't know. I like the game looks cool. I like the premise. The premise is interesting about them facing the end of the world, but
We've always done what you wanted to do, and that's fine. But
if this had come out like 2 years ago, I think it would have been. It would have had a far bigger splash. You're coming up against stuff like, excuse me, Spider-Man, God of War, June 15th. That's nice. That's close to my brother's birthday. Excuse me. Naruto. Okay. Here's the part where it's like, okay, this is just a series of trailers. All right, let's get to shenanigans. Ultimate Ninja Storm's Connections.
I'm not gonna lose, you hear me?
Now I'll just cut you off completely.
I'll inherit my master's will.
No matter what you become, I will always.
I really should watch Naruto at some point. I know. It's like it's the smaller one. Like
Why are you so obsessed with me?
I think it's I believe Bleach is the smallest because it's only 700 episodes and Naruto's like 900 and One Piece is like 1400. But I don't know. That's such a commitment.
Don't underestimate the will of fire.
I'll settle this. Now is the hour of judgment. Amaterasu. The weak are unsightly. This is the power of all the Hokage. Keep going, Lee.
Here I go.
I'll protect you to the end. Sting to the beat of the killer bee heat. Prepare yourself.
Sweet dreams.
How about this?
You'll be eaten alive.
Cool.
Lock on.
Go, Choji.
Shino, fire all round. Super beast scroll. Here I come, Hinata.
From here forth
Here I come, Hinata.
began their journey. On a path with no end.
We're gonna make the Boruto.
This power I will establish perfect order.
New ninjas. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Fear, my frail little brother. No. I do not wish to fight you, elder brother.
2023. Okay. Partner showcase. Whatever.
Captivating fantasy worlds await in our next 2 games.
I'll tell you a story, true soul. My life was dismantled piece by piece. And when I tried
Never Winter Nights.
it cost me everything. I must finish what I started. Death's design will be complete.
Discover Gavrick's secret. Find out what it is that makes him invincible so we can strip him of his advantage.
Yeah. Enjoy that fucking background, the ambience noise, the fucking outside noise. I don't know if the mic is picking up the vacuuming, but yeah, it's out there. It's happening. My roommate's fucking cleaning. Yeah, you fucking like that. He's fucking cleaning that fucking carpet. He's fucking vacuuming the shit out of that dust bunnies.
Allies worth having.
Together, we will strike down the absolute.
Adjust it, see if that fixes it. End of turn, move to steal. But why you stealing from a friend? Because he was your best friend that you never should have stole from. Baldur's Gate. Okay. Not Neverwither's Night. August. Okay. So March. I think there was a May in there. I can math. Wayfinder.
An online multiplayer adventure for you and your friends. It's all set in Evanor. A gorgeous
Okay, not for me. I'm just gonna keep talking. But see, this is the thing for me is, I think a lot of people go into these presentations expecting different stuff about, you know, what, expecting what they want from it, and for me, it more so comes down to, you just need to basically say, hey, here's the March game, here's the April game, here's the June game. Like, you need to show that there's something to play every single month, and like show that there is stuff for you. Not every month is gonna be for you. Not every month is gonna be for every gamer. Like, you know, it's impossible to think that Sony is gonna have a God of War every single month. Like, no, that's not how the development studios work. That's not how the productions work. It's impossible to expect those expectations from them. So for me, it's more so, you know, like, you know, January, for looking at Nintendo, January had Fire Emblem Engage, February had Kirby, all this other stuff. They're already done. But yeah, the point is, for me, is like, going into these things, I just want to know, see, February 28th, okay, same day as Destiny. That's a weird take, but I just want to know there's stuff to play, even if it's not for me.
Capcom games, starting with the debut of 3 new characters for Street Fighter 6.
Hey, baby. But yeah, no. So yeah, just going into this, that's all I want to know. Is I just want like to know that there's stuff going to be playing in the months to come. But I am very excited for Street Fighter 6. The $1 million prize for the tournament is cool. The custom characters. I love making custom characters, so I'm all about that stuff. Zangief. Attaboy. Like, I really, really want... I both do and I don't want there to be a Mortal Kombat this year, because like I love Mortal Kombat and that's the series I gravitate towards more. But right now, my fighting game for the year is going to be Street Fighter 6. Because they're doing it with the social aspects. They're doing it with the old school wrestlers. The simplified controls. Like, this just seems to be a fantastic fighting game. Like, it's just like, hey, let's just celebrate fighting games. The cheesiness, the goofiness, the characters, the esports, the commentating. Like, every single aspect of Street Fighter 6 has been a banger. And I'm, like, so happy about it. Like, this game has had a perfect preview cycle, in my opinion. My only little baby nitpick, okay, well, then shut me up. I was going to say is that their reliance on Street Fighter 2, but here, look, we have a new character. So, literally, this is a perfect fighting game. Like, Lily. Okay. Cammy, okay. This is a very personal thing. Like, I understand the leotard is very... It's not a good look. I don't know. It's just... It is iconic, though. Like, for me, it's just like, this is a blonde... I honestly, when this first got premiered, I thought this was Nina Williams. Which would have been far more interesting, but... Okay, cool. It's cool. Again, I am only the most casual casual Street Fighter fans. Like, I know the basic roster of 2 and all the other stuff, but like anything past that, my knowledge gets very fuzzy. But hey, Cammy's a classic. Okay. Yeah, Battle Hub. Yeah, no, Street Fighter 6 is gonna be fantastic. That's definitely gonna be my game for that. Yeah, June 2nd. That's gonna be my game for that month. Devil May Cry. Dragon's Dogma. I'm just naming titles. Resident Evil, okay. Another game that I personally was like initially I still have my hesitations because I still believe the OG 4 is like a 10 out of 10 perfect game. But they really look like they're improving it in every single way. They're making it, they're somehow making a 10 even better. So, yeah. Yeah, there's still that hesitation of like, well, what if this sucks? What if this is bad? But no, I think they've proven this is going to be a good game, a fantastic game. And I definitely can't wait to check it out. I think the best part is I do believe... Actually, I could check my shelf, but I do believe 4 is on PS4. So the fact you're going to have 4 and then 4 Remake on the same console is kind of hilarious to me, but...
You could hurt yourself.
See, like... Yeah, it's just... See, again, like, I am a person who likes Kingdom Hearts and Metal Gear Solid, so I feel Resident Evil is at its best when it's a bit campy, a bit silly, a bit goofy. So, like, this is so over the top and dumb. It's like, it's Resident Evil. Does this have a date? My phone says like as the lighting, so I can't check right now. Resident Evil 4.
Well now, time to cause some mayhem.
March 24th. That's next month. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's probably gonna be my game for next month. All right, there we go. All right, I see how it is.
The show's not over yet. It's Harley Quinn, Deadshot, King
Here we go.
Captain Boomerang against the world's greatest DC superheroes.
So I am not opposed to games as service. Fortnite has actually changed my tune for a lot of this, but I'm very curious to see how this game functions and how the games as a service aspect works.
My name is Darius Sedarian, and I'm the studio product director at Rockstar.
The main thing for me is like you need to have new content every single month, which I know is a lot to ask for out of developers, but that's the reality of games of service. So let's see.
Metropolis has been invaded, and you're going in as the Suicide Squad members, Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang to face off against the ultimate threat, a corrupted Justice League. The team has been hard at work.
I'm also genuinely curious about that aspect too. Like they're not, obviously they're not gonna kill the Justice League. They'll probably just defeat them or incapacitate them, or like I wouldn't be surprised if you control each of the members of the Justice League. You know what I mean? So like it's the Justice League and the Suicide Squad. So like you do a mission as Batman or just a mission as Flash or whatever. But I'm genuinely just curious to see how mission structure plays out. So let's get to it. Lex Luthor.
Oh, you know what?
have Luther ASAP. Good news! You want Luther, all you have to do is come and get him. Flash is alive.
And he has Luther.
One damn thing at a time. That artillery is gonna wreak havoc on our front line. If there's a snowball's chance in hell you can
See, like the most interesting thing for me is just like if Avengers failed and people did not vibe with Avengers, I feel like the Suicide Squad has a far weaker roster compared to like Iron Man, Thor, all this other stuff. Like if people don't care about those characters, how are they gonna care about the Suicide Squad? And that's where my headset is at.
Out of my way.
Guess Quinn ain't holding anything back for later.
Hold my beer, guys. Let's dance. That's gonna leave a mark.
Focus our fire on this tank.
Why do we never get reinforcements?
Under opposite tank.
Gotcha, mate.
It's just Avengers. It's just fucking Avengers. It's just fucking Avengers. Please tell me you can play as the Flash. Give us this. Give us the Justice League.
Got more company. Go, Shark, go.
Senseless violence. Love it.
It's just fucking Avengers. It's fine if you have a squad to do it. It looks like a fun time, but just like I don't know. Just show that I don't know. Can you do these missions single player? Do you have to have I don't know. It looks like all the enemies are bullet sponges and they're just gonna take like hordes and hordes of it. I don't know. I've been holding out hope because I'm like, okay, let's see the gameplay. Maybe it's actually something unique and interesting. And nah, this is the exact same as Gotham Knights and all the other stuff and Avengers, and it's just a game. Just this genuinely hurts because I've like not been a defender, but I've been trying to believe, like, okay, well, maybe, you know, I believe in Rocksteady. Rocksteady can do it. Rocksteady knows what's up. No, this is just a games of service. You're gonna get the updates. You're gonna get, like, the movie skins eventually. You're gonna, it's just not gonna, Like, I'm not saying this game is gonna be bad. It's just terribly mid. Cool. Is that Cyborg?
So, how'd the whole taking down the Flash thing go?
Still in play? Now get out of my way. I have work to do.
Well, hey there, sleepyhead. We've got an interrogation to get back to. You think I'm just gonna let you walk away? And tell these guys everything you know? You think they can stop us? Pathetic.
Pathetic. At least I'm not a big hero turned stooge for a spaceman.
Okay, Boomerang. You wanna see what a real hero can do? I'll show you.
tell me how.
Okay, okay. Wonder Woman's an interesting twist.
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
I still don't believe the kill part. I still feel like they're gonna find a way out of it. June, okay. June is pretty fucking packed with Street Fighter, and now this.
Squad Kill the Justice League arrives on PS5 May 26th.
May, okay, apparently I can't read.
Studios has even Let's listen in.
Okay, I'm very bad at math. That was not even close. I'm not even gonna claim ownership. I just fucked that up.
Show me what you got.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is an extension of the Arkhamverse, and it's really about now reframing the story and telling it from the villain's point of view.
Where are we going and who are we?
Shenanigans.
It's a mixture of lots of the things I hope the fans like about Rocksteady, but like a whole massive chunk of new stuff that they've never seen before.
We've always seen Batman's perspective on this world, and we thought it'd be really fun and enjoyable to see this universe, but through the eyes of the villains.
This had nothing to do with Warner Brothers telling us what to do.
After the end of Arkham Knight, and a lot's changed in that time.
Just checking.
Like the fact, excuse me, like the fact that Batman isn't fucking dead.
Metropolis. He's taken over Metropolis City. The Justice League are there to try and save the city, but Brainiac has captured
Like-
them, brainwashed them, and turned them against.
Like,
the
it's
very
comics,
people
so whatever, like, there's gonna be a certain level of whatever this is the status quo. But you can't kill Batman and then just go, oh, it's fine, okay, it's good, it's cool, whatever. Okay, Batman is Batman, so.
What we've created is a classic Justice League, but with the sense that there's something wrong with them.
They are now doing Brainiac's bidding, and Amanda Waller scrambles to try to remedy this and essentially save the Earth. And she recruits four lovable characters into fighting the Justice League.
Four lovable characters.
Reclaim the Earth and thwart Brainiac's plans.
Your new mission is to kill the Justice League.
Like, it would have felt a better follow-up if they actually had used characters in the Arkham games, like,
Harley Quinn is definitely the most
Killer
charismatic
Croc or things of that
crew.
sort.
She's always moving. She's always flying through the air in kind of barely controlled ways. The feeling of swinging and the momentum and the kind of physicality of it, and trying to keep that momentum going and use that to go over buildings or swing under bridges and chain that into kind of the grapple mechanic that she's got. It just feels spot on.
It feels like Arkham Knight.
Deadshot has the iconic Deadshot look, but with a Rocksteady twist. He's got a real swagger to him.
Like, and again, this is not me
He's super precise. He uses
complain about Rocksteady's quality or their content or any of the other stuff. I just feel like they were very much commissioned. Like, hey, you guys are making a Suicide Squad game. We want a Suicide Squad game. You have to make this. Like, it's gonna work with the branding and whatever. Which is fine. It's like it very much feels like we were forced to make this game more. So then this is the follow-up to the Arkham games. This is what we as a studio want to do next. It's more so corporate daddy told us to do this. So this is what we're gonna do because corporate daddy owns us.
Doesn't really know simple words or simple things that are going on. I think that's brilliant.
In terms of combat, he is a brute. He is a tank character. He can take more damage. His abilities all lean into the fact that he wants to get in a bit more close and personal. He's the fastest melee character.
Captain Boomerang's got his Speed Force Gauntlet that he can use together with his boomerang. He can throw it to any point in space and Speed Force to that point along the walls, along the floor, and get wherever he wants to go.
You can use that to get up close, dodge around in midair, taking out the enemies, and then scarf up because he doesn't want to stick around.
Don't worry, guys! One of the most exciting parts that connects our game to the DC lore are the support squad.
Here's all, Widow.
You have
I'll go.
Penguin, the Arms Stealer,
You're making guns for us now, Bird Brain.
but also some new faces. Hack, who is a digital ghost that is helping the squad both navigate the world but also upgrade their mech bombs.
That's a big adrenaline spike and a nice bomb sending out.
Toyman, who's helping the squad with perfecting gear. And then finally we have Gizmo, who is helping the squad with insane vehicle creations that let you blow shit up.
Okay. Yeah. So I have the bladder of an old man, but whatever. We're back. Okay.
You get to meet different characters, different villains, and you really get to see these cool, iconic locations.
Being the city of tomorrow kind of like meant stark contrast with Gotham City, which is very dirty, it's always raining. And that contrast with like a city that's very grand, it's very clean, it's very functional.
The huge difference between Metropolis and Gotham is that Metropolis really acknowledged and really trust Superman. So there was a lot of.
So on the downside, I took a break, and I have to edit this now.
You're getting to see Metropolis through the
On
villains'
the upside,
eyes. You're getting to experience this world.
I got an extra beer.
This world as the villains.
So the core ability that everything wraps around in Suicide Squad is your traversal. How that works with combat is you're chaining your combat moves together with those traversal moves, and the combat encounters are all designed to push and pull you around the environment. In a battlefield that's constantly working out how to use all your different weapons, your guns, your melee.
Like, I mean this in the best and the worst way. Like, this combat is not engaging. It doesn't make you want to focus and like deal with it. It seems very much like, okay, cool, you can hop on Discord or Twitch or whatever. Like, you can talk with other people.
There's added variety from weapon manufacturers.
There's LexCorp weapons, there's GCPD weapons, there's ArmorTech weapons.
Like,
later on in the game, we also have gear sets. Like, gear sets are villain themed. For example, if you have a Bane.
I don't know, it just feels like this. A lot of this combat is so mindless. Where like you're not supposed to focus on the combat. It's supposed to be simple enough that you can like talk to other people on top of it and like not have to focus about the combat.
You're basically taking the essence of the villain, you're bringing it into the game.
I don't know. They're all shooting.
Has a power level in the game that we call gear score. As you acquire new gear in the game, your gear score goes up, and as that number goes up, it means that you can take on much harder missions. As part of this progression journey, you will unlock more and more builds, more and more ways to customize your character to really fit the way you want to play.
Every firearm in our game is upgradable. So in Suicide Squad Killer Justice League, you're gonna get lots of choice to use the weapons that you need to complete your missions, but most importantly, you will be able to customize your squad to be whatever you like.
You can wear whatever you want, any of the outfits. You can be running around in your asylum jail outfit and still have like the best gear score ever.
Our game is a 1 to 4.
See, this is the issue where it's like, again, like, cool, you have Iron Man and you have the different Iron Man, you know, Mark 1, 2, 3, whatever. Killer Croc wearing a Superman outfit where it's just like, okay, cool. Deadshot dressed as Batman. I don't know. I just none of these excite me. None of like this is none of the game's fault. It just feels like if this game had come out 2-3 years ago, it probably would have been an awesome games as service game. But like where the state of the medium is now and all the other stuff, it's not that exciting. It's not that interesting. Like I don't.
When the story's done, your experience doesn't end there. Rocksteady will continue its legacy of supporting the game after it's launched.
We're going to deliver lots of new content to our players. We're going to have new playable characters, new weapons, and new missions. For players who like to customize their looks, we'll offer a battle pass that only contains cosmetic items.
There it is. Battle pass. Boom. It's
Harley Quinn kills the Justice League.
If you
like
like
there's no issue with what the game is doing. It's just it's so basic and and the thing is for me, it's like how many different ways can you do Harley? You know, you have the animated show, you have the Bruce Timm show, you have all the different stuff, but like the Margot Robbie, but like even then you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like Harley Quinn is still Harley Quinn. You can only do Harley Quinn so many different ways. I don't know, man.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League arrives on PS5 later this year. We'll be back with more announcements soon. Thanks for watching.
And it is over. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of went out on a whimper, and we knew we were gonna get a deep dive. We knew it was gonna kill the momentum, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are necessarily or are harsh on Nintendo Directs because they're always like, oh, it's just a series of trailers stitched together. It's just a bunch of commercials all together at the same time. Like, and when you're watching a Nintendo Direct, it never feels like that. It feels like an event. It feels like a moment. And with State of Plays, it always just does feel like, okay, we got this trailer, we got this trailer, we got this, marketing beat. Oh, we agreed to promote this person. So I don't know. It was perfectly fine. The Suicide Squad killed a lot of the momentum at the end. Like, because again, we got VR, we got Street Fighter, we got Resident Evil, we got it was. If you look at just the bullet points of what was shown, this was a fantastic thing. They showed a bunch of different stuff. They showed VR. They showed third party, the third Suicide Squad. I went in not expecting much more. But I don't know. I thought it was just solidly okay. And that's the worst part is because the rumors circulating is that they're going to do this little one right now just as an update, as a refresh for the next few months, and then in this summer at some point, either before E3 or during E3 or whenever it is, they're going to do the big PlayStation showcase. And the PlayStation showcases have been mind-blowing, holy crap, 10 out of 10 hype, but the State of Plays have just been, okay, here's Tekken, here's Exo Primal, here's this, or here's Little Devil Inside, here's all these other games. I'm not a fan of the format. I'm not a fan of the way the games are laid out. It doesn't feel like this cohesive celebration about the year that's to come. It just feels like, hey, here's this trailer, here's this trailer, here's this trailer. So I don't know. I don't know. Even for the Nintendo Direct that had the Game Boy support, I don't know. I feel like that was a better presentation because it had highs and lows and ups and this was just solidly meh. There was never a point where I lost my mind, but there was lots of points where I was like, okay, hold up, let me focus. Oh, well, what's this? What's that? Oh, okay, but nothing that made me lose my mind over. And I don't know, I don't know. It all comes down to expectation and what you want from these things. But for best and for worse, I feel like PlayStation State of Play have always been just solidly mid. There's never been a bad one, but there's never been one that they all just blend together. Where you're like, oh wait, was this game at that one, or was this they all just, they're very borderline okay. And I don't know. I guess it all comes down to your expectations. But for me personally, this was an average PlayStation Plus showcase. There was games I liked, there was games I didn't like. They showed me a bunch of stuff. Not every game's gonna be for me. Not every game's gonna speak to me as the type of gamer that I am. Some other people might have been more excited for the different titles shown, but I don't know. I thought that's the biggest heartbreak. It's just it's one of those things of what more could I have wanted from this? And I guess the biggest thing is State of Plays has never had that holy crap